Almost Jewish.
Almost
That's
Jewish.
what I'll call
That's
it.
what I'll call it.
Right,
Oh,
so
not
no full name here, right? Because again, if she's wanting to do this, I don't know if you listened to what I was saying there today, the night. Uh, you can see why it's went kind of serious now because I think this is her party piece, and I
mute
think
up a
that.
sec, John, if you don't
John, if
mind.
you don't mind,
Sorry,
I'll tell. Just
I'll
5 minutes with
five minutes
yourself.
with yourself.
when you go first then.
Just your mute
Just your
until
mute.
you're echoing again.
Going
You go first. I'll mute my mic.
Right. So today
right. So
I've had two phone calls today, right, and I've had a numerous messages about this woman, right, long nose Jewish, I'll call it, trying to proclaim that I've set her up, right. I'm a man that hasn't got that capability in the northeast for put, right. So what I've done all day is done my due diligence, as I do. You, long nose, are playing a dangerous game, a very, 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 very dangerous game. You're sitting there proclaiming about him 24/7, right? Humble this, humble that, humble this, humble's done this, humble's done that. Now, I'm going to say a little something here, and this is going out to the pig in the shed. You are right on some things about her. This is a woman that's saying that she's going to put this man's penis out on a YouTube platform. She's going to show everyone. That's revenge porn, right? She's playing the victim because everyone on here has put it to bed. No one wants to know it because of the trouble that she's caused. She is saying that I have went with humble dryer and got her kicked in. Now she's sat in hospital, right? Apparently, hey, with serious injuries, apparently were what we'd done, allegedly, right? That's a lie, right? You are in hospital because you are back in there for your back. The one where you've had a stroke, right? That is what you're back in for. No one's touched you. No one's went near you. No one wants nothing to do with you, right? You can proclaim that I have passed this phone over. You can proclaim that I've went like the man in the shed as saying that I have downloaded this with your son. Well, let's get two things right. I've never been to your property. I've never met your son. I've met your son's mate, but that's for my own, personal use. Okay? When I was coming down to Hull. Now, you've already put them out on your little snide account that we all blamed the pig in the shed for, which is you, right? And you can sit and carry on and expose anyone that you like, but we all know about you. We all know what you're about, right? You're saying you're going to put Willy pictures out of him, right? That's revenge porn. You've openly clarified that on numerous platforms. Now you're saying that you've never met these people. Well, you did. You offered me over the phone a large amount of money off a certain person to give him up. Why would I give him up? He's done no wrong. Realistically, he's done nothing wrong. What he is doing, and this is John, and I will say your proper name, John Humble, right? He's doing a good job. But you're a scorned woman. You're a woman that's proclaiming to be this big, relevant woman, right? You said that, and I know you won't bother with this. You were John Henry's woman, right? I respected that. That's why I stopped downstairs in Hull. Now, I will tell you a little something, and it has come out, and I was waiting for this. And I said this to Mandy 2 days ago. I said, I'm waiting for two things. One, the plane ticket. And two, that little thing hasn't come out yet. So I'll wait for that. You clarified to two of my friends over the phone when I was down in Hull that you yourself had Humble's phone, Humble's SIM card, right? Humble's clothes, and there was a plane ticket left. He walked out after you clarified that the man in the shed touched you up where you eat from. Now, Darkside has this clip. You've also stated that he raped you, right? Now, I asked a certain someone today, can you remember when you were 3-year-old? Because I can't. Well, a certain person said, I can remember bits and bobs. You said and clarified this, that you were leaving YouTube. you were leaving YouTube. You want nothing to do with this side of YouTube. You were putting your family first, but that's not the case, is it? No one wanted to know you. So you felt that everyone was against you because of your mental illness, right, that you've got. And we all know you've got it. You're a very damaged woman. That you yourself have went to these people. You've sat down with Fat 40, like I will call him, because he's very relevant to me. And you passed this over. Now, and with this plane ticket, now the man in the shed on his live tonight has stated that the pig in the shed has got that. So you yourself have passed that over. Now, the plane ticket, no mention of phones, no mention of nothing. But you said and stated that you got the relevant information that this person went to Cambodia with his baby mother. And what's that got to do with the price of eggs? You've also stated that we've been near you. Well, I've only met you once, and that was down in Hull, right? Now you're making rumours to the women in the jail about me doing this to you. Now, let's get something right. I've not spoke to you or talked to you since the 29th of January, right? When I looked, you've been blocked. Now you think it's relevant writing over my Cumbrian Truth Facebook page that I'm a danger to kids and danger to women, right? Now there's a little something here that you say that you're very clever and very intelligent about. A Mapper 2 agreement. Well, you've left the jail, so you will understand what a Mapper 2 is. And if you're still in here, Scotch Egg, you'll understand this as well. That a license agreement can come under a number of things, not sexual or anything like that. It's because I was a dealer. I was a Class A dealer, and I was living with my ex-partner at the time before I went to jail for Class A's, right? We were a family. She didn't grasp me. I went to jail. I got this, and they were the agreements from the probation. Mapper 2, level 1, right? Is out there. This is the caliber I was trying to tell you the other night, Scotch Egg. Mapper 2 will mean that I won't be allowed to stay in a relevant house with children in there while I'm on this order. It will also state that I would need prior supervision. Silly girl that you are, you don't know nothing. But you were the one that was ringing me for 12 months straight, right? While you were with him. Right? While you were with John. You were the one that got in touch with Kev Cabs. You were the one that was lying about Strawberry Fields when I've seen the proof myself, right? You're the one that went out and talked about Mandy, Sharon.
Right, Ash, listen, I'm going to mute you a second, right, because there's a few people in the chat here saying, but you run with that story, Ash, knowing that. So a few people, we're trying not to get off the subject, there's a few people want to know why you went and run with that story. Just be honest about it, yeah? Hang on.
Yeah. I've got no lies about this, John. I ran with that story because this woman in question was fighting for her kids in court. And I wanted to take all the heat away from her so she could go and fight for her kids in a court battle that she was in Hull fighting for, right? And I did that off my own back, right? Even though she's already come out and stated the question that the man in the shed, I nearly said his name there, the man in the shed touched her where she weed from at 3-year-old and raped her. It's on there. It's all out. I played it today on my lives. It's there. Pretty much, John.
Listen, Mandy Jameson's backstage. I'm going to lay Mandy on for a bit. And then I'll mute my own mic again, right? You can turn your camera off, Mandy, if you want.
She's a beautiful lady.
Hello.
How are you, man?
I'm good, Ashley. I'm good. I think there's a little bit of doubt in the chat going on about Roxy. If I can just say, I'd already said to Ash, I'd already knew that Ash had feelings for Roxy, and he'll tell you straight. What I said to him is if you are going to tell it, make sure you say it face to face, because I don't think you're gonna like what he's basically what he would say. Um, in all fairness to Ash, and I fell out with Ash over this. I didn't agree what Ash had done because I knew it was a lie. Ash had nothing to do with Roxanne saying what she said. She'd already said it anyway. Roxanne made me believe, and others, that, you know, Paddy had touched her up and everything else when he hadn't. And I'm not being funny. I don't know Paddy. I don't know him from Adam. Whatever the beef going on with whoever in Newcastle, and I don't give a fuck. What I was concerned was that someone was being wrongly blamed for, you know, touching her where you eat from at age 3. Because I believed everything she said, because I thought a lot of her. I actually thought the world of her, if I'm being honest with you. But now I think she's worse than Emma, I really do. And Emma, little bit of advice for you, love. And I don't like it, and I never will like it after what you've done. But I'll tell you this. She is the reason why you are in the position that you are today. And that's all I'm saying, love. Do not trust her, because she's not worth the carrot. She really is not worth the carrot. She had me believing everything that she said, and it takes a lot for me to be fooled. And I'm telling you now, she's better than you at it, if I'm being in all fairness. What her problem is John Humble's walked out on it, and I am one of the people that turned on John over it. I accused him of sleeping with Emma because Roxanne told me that. I could come on. Honestly, John, I'll tell you, I had to ring John and apologise to him when I found out the truth. Because one thing I will say, once I know the truth, and it's 100% the truth, I've got no issues in saying I'm sorry. And I rang him and I apologised to John, because she made me believe that. And to me, it made sense, and for the reason why I would flip-flop onto Paddy's side, because there's no other reason why she would. And I still to this day can't understand why she did. Because to me, if she slept with John Humble, that made sense. And it's like John bagging tagged her, if you like, you know, slept with her, fucked her off. There you go, said it. Which, you know, I thought was funny, but at the end of the day, he never touched Emma, but she made me believe that he had. So to me, I cannot believe one word that comes out of this. I don't even know what word to call her, if I'm being honest. And I don't want to come across as this nasty, bitchy person, because I'm not. If I don't like it, I'll tell you straight. Roxanne lied to me. She made me believe a hell of a lot of things. Again, I thought the world of it. So if you liked, I was played a little bit like Ash was. So it happens to the best of us. And I would not come on here tonight and defend Ash to anyone if I believed that what he was done was, you know, for the wrong purposes. He thought he was doing good, even though we all knew it wasn't good. And he felt that he was helping getting them kids back for Roxanne. Roxanne will never have her children back, ever. So, you know, that's a lie. Yeah, she'll get more contact, and good luck to her. And I really, really hope that she does one day. But she'll never, ever get custody of her children. Never. So, when I'm telling you now, you've known me for over 20 years, love. Do not believe a word that she says. I'm telling you straight. Do not believe her. And I would stand by Ash all day over Roxanne, because I know I witnessed it all. I actually did witness a hell of a lot. So, you know, it's down to yourself. But I know that you're not that stupid, that you don't believe, that you believe Roxanne over me. So, you know.
What you've got here, Mandy, you know, I'll tell you this straight is, unmute for this, Humble. You're all right. Someone's come on, the echo's gone. Oh, no, it's not. Your bloody mic. It doesn't matter what allegations are coming out with me, as long as it's aimed at Humble. Pretty much.
That's what
It
it is,
doesn't
mate.
matter. It doesn't matter.
Listen, at the end of the day, I'm not going to run with a lie. As I said before, I'm not going to run with that lie that somebody abused them at 3-year-old when I know it's a lie. I'm not going to run with it. No chance. So no running with it. It's now putting me, or what she thinks is me, in a position. I'm 51-year-old, come me. She's got fucking no chance of putting me in a position. She should be more concerned at the position she's put herself in now.
Oh, what's happened there?
You want me to go off? Get John, kick me off, love. Please.
Oh, volumes went.
Is it working?
I'll back out and come in.
It's maybe my sound, guys. No, it's showing the green light here. Should be okay. Is my sound okay, guys? So again, yeah, as I said, guys, I'm not going to run with a lie. It doesn't matter how much I detest a person. Doesn't matter how much that person tries to portray me as this big abuser and all this like children. I still will not run with a lie. And I think that's the difference between me and a certain somebody else, i.e. the man in the shed. That's the difference between us. He'll run with it. He'll love it. He'll thrive on it. As I say, I think he's got a fetish here somewhere along the lines. I want to believe that these things are true, unless it's pointing at him. But that's the difference. Again,
Right? That's the point. It's a blatant lie from her about him. Beautiful, it's a lie from her into him because of him talking about her father. It's her being an alleged brat. That's why she targeted him.
Yeah, well, that's what it is, mate. You know, again, like everybody was made to believe that she was doing this and she was fighting for her kids and all the rest of it, me included. You know, I totally believed that. But again, you know, it's no normal behaviour. It's no normal behaviour. I thought I was maybe just the only person, or Paddy was the only person that this has happened to, but then you speak to a couple of people in the last week, I think, fucking hell, this is a reoccurring, this is a party trick. This is a party trick. And, you know, she was wanting to send me pictures and all that, claiming it was her solicitor naked. You know, she's got these things on her phone. I'm like, fuck her, I don't want them. But, you know, what raised the question, why is she sitting with these professional people? I don't know if it's a lawyer or not. She claims it's a lawyer. Why is she sitting with these professional people naked on her phone? You know, does this what she does? Does she gather things like this and try and blackmail people? I don't know. I've not got the answers to that. But I think she's playing a very dangerous game. You know, I don't wish any harm to her. You know, but you know how every now and again you hear a girl being found in the ditch or somebody being found in a ditch. She's one of the kind of people, I think, if she keeps trying to prod her way through life, she'll just be, unfortunately, one of these people that's found in a ditch someday. And you know that's a sad thing when she's got kids and that there, and that's the game she's playing. It's a fucking dangerous thing. Totally disrespectful to everybody she comes along in life. And if you're the slightest little threat to her, you're a nonce, or you're this, you know, getting a guy's who's targeted, you know, for something that wasn't even him, trying to nonce the guy off. Again, I've got proof of this because she sent me pictures of the guy asking me basically to out him, and I don't know why you're not getting in on him. I don't know why I'm like, because I've got fucking no evidence whatsoever to back up your claims here, none. And this is people, it's not even on YouTube. You with me? So it's like, it's dangerous. You know, I get told maybe a couple of weeks ago that she was showing certain passwords and that off to people. You know, she thinks she's went out there. She thinks she can jump onto YouTube, say something, jump back onto Facebook, say something, then jump into Messenger and tell 3 different stories, no thinking that the 3 different stories will get fucking spoken about and it'll all come out. I think she lives in some sort of bubble where she thinks she can just do anything. Lives in this wee bubble of hers where nothing's going to get out of what she's up to. She's delusional. She's dangerous. And again, if these people have reported her to the police, fucking on her own head be it. She shouldn't have been sending pictures and fucking videos to people that didn't want them. It doesn't matter if I'm in them or no. I don't care. She shouldn't have been sending them to people that didn't want them. It's simple.
She shouldn't be getting in contact with people that she was targeting in the first place.
Well, exactly, mate.
Pretty much.
Like, I don't know what's went on between you and your ex-girlfriend, that Ash. It's nothing to do with me, right? I don't want to speak about it tonight, mate. It's no my place. It's no anybody's place. Again, that's something that you've got going on. But again, if she's trying to get involved with your ex-girlfriend to shut you up, your ex-girlfriend would be better staying away from her as well, because she'll just lead her into another fucking path of destruction. It's like she's living a kind of double life. One, she'll tell people that she's I'll say the word lesbian. Then she will boast about having a wife in the jail. And then she'll just say it's a jail thing. Then she's got somebody who's doing a life sentence, thinking that she's the only person that matters to that person inside. Again, it's living this fucking double-edged sword. It's been very disrespectful. She's, somebody told me today she's got a thing for older people. Yeah, and I can see that. Not just men. Only talking again. One night that I was, let's just say it was a kind of butch. I'll not belittle the woman, right? But she was very butch, and she was a lesbian. And, it was one of them ones where she kept actually, trying to chat this butch woman up to the point where the butch woman was bringing her back to my table. And I'm like that to the butch woman as if to say, fucking take her home with you. It's like, yeah, the butch woman's like, I'm no fucking want her. And I'm like, well, you fucking take her. That's how bad it was getting, like. And this, I'm saying the butch woman should be at least, I'd say, safe to say 60-year-old. Short haircut, earrings, and, like the Pat Butcher type woman. She was actually a dead ringer for Pat Butcher. I'm not being disrespectful to the women at all, like, but she was a dead ringer for Pat Butcher, if you want to put a kind of age limit thing on it. And she was fucking hell, yeah.
Well, can I say this, John, as well? That you can put Humble's phone out there you want, right? Right, red light. You can put his phone out and pass it all out there. But like I said and stated to all of you, this is a hate campaign towards him that way. Right? It's a hate campaign. Right? Yous all at one point or another, and I've got it all coming out. So at one point or another has had John's respect. Yous all have. And then like bird shit, that I will call him while I'm on your panel. Once someone does someone over on here, it's your own fault what comes out next. It really is. And red lights, right? I do feel sorry for you. I really, really, really do. Because you're like a lot like myself. You've been put in a position where you can't get out of it, right? But you've brought yourself into it. You can't just get away with what you're doing. And you can't lie and put false pretenses out there of you getting assaulted. Like I said, every time the police come to your house, you show proof. Every time that someone's, i.e., smashed your windows or such and such, like you say, you've never showed me the proof. You're an attention seeking, you're very vain, you damage goods, and you carry on when everyone on this platform has heard you on my panel and John's of what you've done to Oinka Grove and Captain Patchai, Smellybot. Right? That's what you've done. You started all this, same as her in the shed, the pig in the shed. You've started it. You wanted to be put out there, but I'll tell you this, you're jealous of where John is. You targeted Oinka Grove because John was giving her attention. Then I come along, and then apparently I'm in a relationship and banging DJ. I watched it with a lass called Katie on my panel. She was up having a laugh, having a sing-song with me. You come up. No, in fact, that's a lie. I was on the panel with you, brought Chesterbot up, her up onto the panel. You messaged me straight after, if you're bringing her on here, don't be doing that to me. You're a control freak. Realistically, you're a control freak. Like I said, I'm under camera every day. The police can come and have my phones whenever they want about you. But when you waste police time, it's going to be you that's locked up. Same as you're wasting John. You went to pass these phones over for a bit of moolah because you're all about money. And I tell you this, hey, Uncle Lot, that you ain't bad as worse. She's worse than you. Realistically, worse as you. And you were the man in the shed. I am telling you this, like I've told you numerous times over the last few weeks, that I'm not bothered about you. Don't take this the wrong way, John, but I'm not bothered about you, right? I'm telling you this right now. Them allegations that she made about you are false. Okay?
Right, okay. Like Tony Macaroni said, you know, the sad thing about this is making up lies like that about a certain person, you know, doesn't matter who he is. It doesn't matter if it's the man in the shed or the fucking little one said or the man in the butcher shop. The fact that you can screws it up for people that's actually telling the truth in life. Like people shouting false allegations. Where can your mind be, yeah, to think like putting a lie that a certain man sexually abused you at 3-year-old, yeah? Where in the head must you be to think that lie up? And what else have you thought up that's no true? Has there been guys convicted? I don't know. You know, that's not for me to say. Has she shouted this before? I don't know. I'm just going what I've been told. And if she has, how much fucking truth's in it? Because it all sounds very, very shady to me. All sounds very, very shady. That the fact that she can be so disrespectful to herself, and that she's sitting in an RVI there making fake YouTube channels, yeah, that's no connected to her Google TV right now. She's posting her own story where you can only see it's your story. Only people that's put up a story can see who's viewed it, and she's putting these things together. Is she no consideration about what she's going to make herself look like in the tune, where she had a little bit of respect there? She's now lost it. She's now lost all the respect she'd gained. Another thing she done that nobody's happy. And by the way, the family that I got on with and respect, none of them, and I repeat, none of them, when they learnt that it was a lie about the man in the shed touching her up, none of them liked the fact that she'd lied about it, even though they don't like the man. None of them even thought that was clever of her. None of them thought it was big of her. If anything, it just showed you exactly for what she is. Very lying, destructive person. I mean, I'm here sticking up for the fucking man in the shed, yeah? And I never thought in my wildest dreams that I'd be actually sticking up for him. But when it comes to things like that, and I know they're no true, I ain't going to run with that. Supposing I could have done 100 lives, 3 a week, for the next 5 years on that subject, yeah? But as soon as I knew it wasn't true, I thought, fucking you are. You know what she said to me? When she told me it was a lie, she went, I'm a very dangerous woman. I went, so you've made all that up, why? You called me a red light. I went, wow. She said, I'm very dangerous. And I thought to myself, you are fucking very dangerous. You know, you are very, very dangerous. And that was the straw that broke the camel's back for me. I was like that, fucking off ski. I'm off ski.
As well, the day John left was the day I went down there, and the children weren't there. They went 2 days prior.
Like, listen, the only lad, I'm not going to mention his name yet, because I actually got on well with him, right? He actually sent me a friend's request this morning on Facebook. I'm not going to stop speaking to that lad just because of something his mum's done, right? But the boy's, I think he's 18 or 19 now. It was 18 his last birthday, he's 19 now. I don't know. He's certainly 18 or 19. Now, that's the only, because he's at an age, he can decide where he wants to live himself, yeah? But again, listen, I can only speak through for what I've seen and learnt myself. The way that she talks about her own lad, yeah? Imagine getting woken up every morning, yeah? And I'm saying every morning, because he's not the tidiest person in the house, no the rest of it, yeah? He's typical fucking teenager. And imagine getting woke up every morning to your fucking, the words of, You fucking fat nonce. You fat nonce. You fat bastard. You fat cunt. Screaming at the top of your voice every morning. Imagine that before. Would that give you any notion to get up and go to your work? I know it fucking wouldn't with me. It's got to put a dampeners right on your day, isn't it? And that's what that boy's. And that, when I spoke to somebody over the last couple of days, that's what that boy gets all the time. He's had it long before I've known her or any other people's known her. That boy gets that all the time. And it's fucking ridiculous, mate. Honestly, until you hear it, you're like, wow. I actually feel sorry for him. So, if that's the other way she's been with her other kids, I'm sorry, listen. And I never ever thought I'd say that, but she doesn't deserve her fucking kids back. If that's the way she's been with them. If I get told today that the kid that's got problems, yeah, is terrified of her, so much so that if she goes to visit her in her ex-partner's sister's house, the kid who's got problems, yeah, I'm not going to belittle the kid, runs into the spare bedroom, terrified of her. So, like, so, listen, this isn't a hate thing, this is just pointing out things. I'm telling that other lot, I'm sticking up for fucking the man in the shed, yeah? And I never ever thought I'd be on the internet sticking up for that old fucking reprobate. But if something's no true like that, it's no true. And it's very damaging for people who's actually got a real story to tell.
If the man in the shed wants the proof, right? If he wants the proof of where she said it, I've got it. If you want it, I'll send it to your email, right? But I'm telling you this, and Humble's the same. I wouldn't stick up for you after the shit you've thought about me. Really wouldn't. But this girl and Donkey Grove are going to be your downfall, biggest downfall. And I'm going to sit there and I'm going to laugh. I know, John knows, and everyone else knows on this side what this girl is like, right? She is dangerous. She thrives off this stuff. But like I said, I do feel sorry for her in a way because she doesn't know who she is. She's trying to be someone that she's not, right? And that's the same with the pig in the shed. She's the same kind of caliber of level of woman that she is. Red light, right? That's her. She can sit there and clarify every day that the decent people and they want to spread lies and they want to try belittle all of us. But to be honest, pig in the shed, if it weren't for her, half the stuff wouldn't come out about you. Pretty much. Look at the twisted behaviour when they're saying they're going to red car, right? You said you had all this proof, but that come off her, right? Like I said, most people on here believed that she was with JHS, right? And everyone on here believed it for time. But when it come out that it was a lie, right? I'm sorry for this, John. When she slept with the likes of John, she's taking pictures of John and then causing malicious communications by saying that she's going to put private indecent images out of him. And a little thing, that account that you're using at the minute, with all these messages on, it's the same phone that you said got took off you. Pretty much, right? Don't try say you're this angel of a girl. You're not, right? I wouldn't have you on my panel if I think that you weren't true, right? You got in touch with Kev, you got in touch with me, you've got in touch with other people off YouTube, and they all liked you. Now look at the position that you're in. No one can believe you. The same as the pig in the shed and same as Green Fingers. No one can take you serious now with what you've done.
And I'll just say one thing as well, Ash. So on the 30th of December at 12:14 a.m. exactly, I got an email to say, thank you for your application for online banking. Just fill in a few more things. And I thought, that's fucking great, because I've not applied for online banking. Then I looked at Messenger, because it's the only thing I hadn't blocked her on, was Messenger. And there she is with a picture of her hand with my SIM card in it. And I knew then that the SIM card there was which she tried to download the application for internet banking. So I had the proof there. So she tried to do that at 14 minutes past 12 a.m. on the 30th of December. I've got the email. I've got the picture with the SIM card in her hand. And then because I've not got read receipts on, she deleted the picture thinking I hadn't seen it. But again, I snaffled it. So she's done that, yeah. So that was, quite a thing. Again, I didn't poke in about, nosy in about people's business too much. It's nothing to do with me. So when I asked her, you know, how did she kind of get through life, blah, 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 she said that she's this cosmetic business. She makes this, that, and the next thing, which is good. She said she'd lost it all. I know she did, but she wants to be a victim to everything. Everything that's happened that she's lost, she tries to blame in somebody. Like, for example, she said that she only started losing her kids and everything was when she got involved with a certain family. Again, it's like victim. You know, she wants to be a victim in every single thing that she's everything. She'll not take any responsibility for anything that's happened to her. You get to an age and you think, you know what, I can't blame my upbringing. I can't blame my mum. I can't blame my dad. You have to take responsibilities on your own head, yeah? She's never going to be that person because it's either she'll belittle her mum, she'll slag her mum off to death, she'll belittle, the only person she never belittled was her cousin across the street from her. He's the only person I think that can control her to a certain degree. She never belittled her big brother, but her little sister will not fucking even mention the same name as her on you know. So yeah, she never belittled her big brother. I think he's a good football player, or he was. But everybody else, she tried to drive a wedge in between me and people that I've spoke to for years. Now, she might be think that her saying that, what was it, they had a whip round for me and get $2,500 for me to keep me, that's a load of shit, Ash. Yeah, that's a load of shit. I sold a car, it was actually $4,000. So that was $4,000 that had been owed for a while. You with me? There was no $2,500. So again, she's only running in little bits that she's been told. Because, you know, when I see like somebody's playing a game, I'll tell them shit because I want to see if that shit comes out on the internet anywhere. And again, she fell for it, left fucking hook, line and sinker. But yeah, she's yeah. I mean, again, I've learned a lot of things today. I've learnt a lot of things in the last week. And yeah, as I said, I was told a couple of weeks ago that she was showing passwords and that, etc. to people, thinking it wouldn't get back to me. This is the thing, yeah. We've got eyes and ears everywhere. And she thinks, you with me? She's just been under some illusion. And then obviously she's then jumped to the other side. Now, I think what she's trying to do there, if it's true with a lesbian wife in the jail, I'm not going to mention the woman's name. I don't know anything about the case, apart from I watched a few bits and pieces on it a few years ago. I do believe that woman's maybe got to appeal a sentence, but she has to give a certain name up. Again, I'm not going to mention the name. I might not like the name out there on the internet, so I don't know if this is her on her way in to get her way. I don't know. At the end of the day, she's out to get people out of jail where I'm no. And none of us, maybe I speak for, I'm not actually out to get anybody to jail. As a bail sheet, we 40 said a couple of years ago, it was just a big game. And it was, it's just a game. I don't know any crimes. I've certainly not organised any crimes. I've certainly not organised anybody's house to get shot up. I don't know anything about it. If she's got voice notes of me talking I've got guns and that, put the fucking voice notes out. Yeah, put them out. I couldn't care because I know for a fact that one, I've not got any, and two, I would never actually go out and say on a phone, I've got guns or whatever in my possession. I would never say they words. Yeah, not even for fucking anybody saying it, even joking about it. You know, they're just stupid. Stupid. But again, if she's threatening these things, don't threaten me, just do it. Put everything out. I couldn't care. I could not give a shit because she's damaged limitations. She has damaged herself so much where now she's got a catalogue of women, yeah, just wanting to fucking pull her head off. Not because of me, but what she's been doing with other things, and, you know, she's been caught out for it. I'm not going to discuss other things, but she's been caught out for it, you know, and she's got a catalogue of women that nothing to do with me. Nothing, you know, I don't even know their names. I'm just saying, you know, this is the answer is blown in the wind there, and it's no me. It's put her in that position. Again, I could have made it a lot easier for myself and run along with the lie about the man in the shed touching her up when she was 3 years old. I could have made it a lot easier for myself, but I decided not to. I decided, you know what? It's a fucking lie, a very dangerous lie, and I'm off ski. See you later, you fucking absolute tramp. Bye bye.
One thing, no, John. What you've got, what you've actually got here, listening to John and listening to her side of the story is, you've got a bitterness. You've got jealousy. Jealousy is the main key here. She's jealous of who John speaks about. She's jealous of who speaks to John. But I will tell you this: you think John's circle's so small, and that's where you're trying. And now it's all clear that every single one of yous who was on that side is trying to target every individual to go against John. Pretty much, that's all you've got. And with her herself, you've got to actually understand this person, and I'm the best at doing it. I've spoke to this girl nigh on nearly every day for 12 months. And I also stated that I felt like I was speaking on the behalf of someone else. Now, with a woman that's only been on this platform since last September, how does she know all this stuff? Right? How does she know all these people? What I would like to know with you, Red Light, is this: why are you so bothered about a man that's left you? You want to get back into his good books. You want to message people on behalf to say, please tell John to unblock me. Please tell John to unblock me. Please tell John to unblock me. Right? If there's nothing there. Now, if I'm wrong here, John, with your paperwork that she got for you, did she clarify that you were in a relationship to get that?
No, mate, what happened was, before I come back, I got her to do this check, the Sarah's Law, Claire's Law, whatever. I keep forgetting what way round about it. Now, she told me because she was what was it? Wait to get the words right. A cat, a domestic survivor or something along the lines. I don't know if it's something she made up, I don't know. She said that she would get it quick, the application. That's what you. I've actually got the full lot of it, yeah. I've actually got the full lot of that phone conversation. Only put a bit of it out because I didn't want the women identification, the police woman or whatever that was reading it out. I didn't want her. I didn't want Red Light getting into bother for disclosing. But I told her to disclose it, so it would have to be me that put in a complaint, I suppose. So we cut the woman's name out, the officer, blah blah blah, and we put it out there. And I told her before she even got the results, I don't care what's on it. I don't even need to hear it. Put it out there on the internet, the fucking whole lot of it. And she went, no, I wouldn't do that. I went, put it out there. Put it all out there. You with me? So yeah, again, everything that was put out in that was true. Again, it was just cut out. We cut out the badge number or whatever the women had. You know, to hide the identification of the woman that was telling her on the phone, because it is. If I was to put in a complaint about it, it is technically illegal. I would never do that. I gave her permission.
Yeah.
I told her to put it out there. No matter what had come back on it, to put it out there. Again, is she running to the man in the shed now saying that I've been called over in Cambodia with paedophile hunting teams? Anybody that's been to these third world countries, if you're getting caught with any paedophile hunting team, you're not getting slashed up, trust me. You're getting paraded all over the fucking TV. Yeah, any tourist at all, especially white British, you'd be paraded all over the TV, and you'd be made sure they'd have you like a fucking trophy. You're more likely to get slashed up for maybe carrying a bit of money or interfering, going over and putting your phone in some man's face and saying, why are you with that young girl? You're more likely to get slashed up that way in these countries and interfering with the i.e. sex trade. You don't interfere with it. You fucking turn another eye, you turn your cheek, or you're going to get fucking murdered, basically. And anybody that's been in these countries will be able to tell you that's what happens, yeah. That's what happens. You don't interfere. Somebody's maybe going out there and working to pay for medication for their grandmother that's dying with cancer in the house. You just stay the fuck out of it. Keep your nose out of it. And if you can't keep your nose out of these things, don't go to these countries, or you'll get into big trouble.
But like I said, John, If these all think on here that I passed this bloody mobile phone over, well, let's get this right here now. Right? If I passed that over, well, there's no marks on my face, you know, after everything I've said and how they want to put me in the jail. There will be a video out there to prove it, right? That I passed this phone over, right? To be honest, if I had Humble's phone, I would definitely not pass it over. And I would probably charge around about 40 grand for it, right? But I haven't. So you can stop with all these false pretenses out there that I've done this, I've done that, which is lies. Show me a date. Tell me what date I passed this over, right, to use, and I'll counteract it, right? Remember, I'm under CCTV constantly.
But what you need to remember, Ash, right? So she's also saying, like, there was saying to you, right, oh, do you want to get Humble up? There's 50 grand in his head. That basically what she's trying to do there, right, is pull people into a conspiracy, yeah, to set me up, to get me done in that doesn't exist. So as she tried to get people on that side, yeah, that she's now trying to jump into bed with, as she tried to get them pulled in a conspiracy to get me. As I say, she's all over the fucking place. She's playing a game that she doesn't know how to fucking play for starters. She's playing a very, very dangerous game that only she will fucking suffer out of. Whether she goes back to jail for sending people porn that they don't want, I don't know. Whether she's fucking found in a ditch someday because she's drunk too much or took too much drugs, I do not know what the future holds for her. I'll tell you what I'll not be doing. I'll not be highlighting her every week like I'm doing tonight because she thrives off that. She thrives off the drama of being highlighted. She maybe not thrive off of what's been said tonight. You know? I'll probably wake up to, I don't know, messages tomorrow. She keeps tagging me in Facebook. You're fucking stop it. Yeah? Stop tagging me and your shitty comments. Nobody's fucking interested in what shit stories that you have to say next. You've been fucking caught out in every single corner. Yeah? Not just in a YouTube app, in Facebook and your private life. You've been caught out in every single corner trying to set innocent fucking people up. And I'm not just referring to the man in the shed. I'm talking about other things that I've learnt over the last few days. You're a fucking set-up merchant and a very fucking dangerous set-up merchant. It's going to end up getting yourself into big, big trouble. And you know how much I feel sorry for that? Not one fucking bit. If you want to go and interfere in people's lives, try to write them off as a fucking sex offender, touching you up as a 3-year-old and all the rest of it, fair enough. But bear in mind, yeah, you big fucking play silly games, you win silly fucking prizes.
100%. 100%. I just don't get a mindset.
I said to you at the time, Ash, I said you were a stupid bastard for running with the story, knowing that it wasn't true. But again, you come out and said, oh, I thought I was doing the right thing because she told me she was fighting for her kids back and everything. And you know, you're a bit gullible. Don't take it the wrong way. You're a bit gullible, mate. But running with that story, fucking hell, mate. I thought to myself when you said it, what the fuck are you doing? You with me? And then she's had you phoning up ex-partners of mine, and she's still convinced that I'm still with Donna. She's a fucking crackpot. She's an absolute crackpot. She's a couple of biscuits short of fucking the crackers. You with me? Somebody said my cock's broke her. Wait a minute. A fucking anvil wouldn't break that. An anvil wouldn't break that, yeah? It would have the fucking horn off an anvil. Okay? That's how fucking bad that is. Somebody said I would do a barber's floor. Wait a minute. Whoa. That would take the horn off an anvil. I'm not joking. I'm not just saying that because of what's happened. That is bad, like. It's fucking embarrassing bad.
But she's just sitting there thinking, right, I'm gonna go out. Like, listen to this, people, right? I'm sat in the back kitchen in Hull, right? Birchett knew exactly where it was, and I'm sat there in the back kitchen, and I think it was the second night I was there. I've got Donna's number. All right then, custody. See, me and Donna, I've had me chew with Donna back in the day, but you've got to think here. She's a mother. Right, Donna's a mother. She's a mother. The other people that she's arguing with is mothers, right? Families. because someone's life ain't that good. They're trying to scorn John. They're ringing up his daughter. They're talking shite about him. But you weren't doing that when you were with him. This is what I'm trying to say to people now is, once you're with him, right, everything was plain sailing. Once you come out about them lies about the man in the shed, it all went south. You've got to think, on this YouTube app to sell, there's survivors. There's people that have went through horrendous stuff, right? And you don't think about the consequences that went with them. I know the pig, she's been through the same, right? But you clarified to me that you've been through this particular procedure numerous times. You say that you're this domestic violence advocate or whatever you want to be. I don't have a clue what it is. But you should actually realise, when you said to the man in the shed that he touched you up where you wee from, yes, I thought I was doing good, right? Not thinking about it. I was smoking heavy, right? And not looking at the bigger picture. I was putting Mandy and the rest of them to one side, and I was looking and I was thinking. But when you sent me that message and said it all went good in court, you said you were leaving YouTube. You wanted nothing to do with it. You took your channel down, and once stuff come out, you come back. You come back under the Walker Summit account. Now, I won't be speaking about you again right after this. You're irrelevant to me. I've met you one time. I come down to Hull to help you come back because you said you were in pain, you were lonely, and that you had no one around you. But that day, that morning, Humble left you. There was no kids in that vicinity whatsoever, right? So you're sitting there, I'm this kind of person, I'm that kind of person, playing victim. Well, let's put you in the category of the pig, right? You and her should be lesbian lovers. Realistically, hands in heart. Because I think that you two will thrive off each other. I think the relationship will be great. And that you two personally are damaged goods. You want to be this big name. Now, you've got your Facebook. She's got a YouTube. But who are you really? You come out and proclaimed yourself you with JHS. You come out and say that you're with Miami Dolphins, right? But who are you? All you're doing is just causing trouble, right? You just don't think before you say out. I won't be coming out. If you make it personal with me, I'll whack everything out, right? But I'm not going to do it because you're irrelevant to me, right? The pair of you both talk shit, right? And you need us. Like Humble said at the very start, we'll give the man in his shed his next 2 months for content. But you're all speaking a deviant kind of manner. Now, I'll tell you this. Me and Humble hated each other for numerous years, right? Because of Birdshit at the start. I was the voice for Birdshit. So listen to this, red light. I went with a lot of things on here, which got me in trouble, got me recalled twice to prison. So think about that. If you want to parade yourself around with these individuals and act like the big girl, well, there's consequences. It could either be legal, physical, verbal, right? But that's your doing because you are a scorned woman, right? And you are bitter towards Humble after what he has said, walked out and done, right? You slagged the 2 women off in the chat. I left you because I've got respect for them women, right? And you parade yourself around like a clown, right? And I had none of it. You embarrassed me one night and I didn't like it, right? And I had respect for that person. But you don't see anything else apart from yourself, right? And that's it. You just want to be the number one. You want to sit there and be the big girl. But at the end of the day, with you putting out voice notes, you go into them lot, you putting out messages between people, you're a grass. Pretty much, you're a grass. Anyone that puts recordings up, you're a grass. I'm sorry, Humble, because I know a fucking long nose, fucking long tail in Thailand. I put yours out, Humble, and I regretted it. right? Because there's no trust. Like I say, you don't trust no one on here. And I've never trusted you. So go and sit with your little lesbian lover in the jail and act like the big hard woman that you think you are, right? Because you're working on putting someone else in jail, right? Simple as that. You want your lover out of jail. You want to cause shit between me and others. Well, run to the police. Run. I tell you, I'll give you the utmost permission. If you think I'm a deviant, go and do your paperwork on me. Give you the utmost permission. You want to send me to jail? Please do, right? Because I'll class it as the biggest hate crime of this century, right? You're doing it with him. You're doing it with me. You're doing it with others. You don't care about anyone apart from yourself. Fair dues.
Right, I'm just going to let everybody into a wee ring. So she said that she took me to. I'm going to have to laugh at this myself. Yeah, she took me to a gay nightclub scene in Hull, which is true. Yeah, and I didn't actually know it was a gay. I didn't actually know that the whole street was gay. The gay scene. I was that naive to it that I only learned that having a cigarette outside. I started looking at all the clubs, the pubs had the gay pride flag, a small emblem, some with big emblems, and I'm going, okay. So this street is entirely gay, the gay scene. Okay, I've not got a problem with it. I'm a straight guy. I've not got a problem with it. Okay, so she's meeting her friend. I'm not going to mention the guy's name because I'm going to get to it. The shots are flowing. I'm sitting, I'm staying fairly sober, just watching everything round about me. No pun intended, you with me? There was females in there that was worth watching. The guy's scene wasn't for me. But anyway, she's away up talking shit at the bar, and we're sitting, it's like a table at the window. And the next thing, the guy kind of let all his kind of life secrets away, a gay guy. His boyfriend is down in Hull, blah, 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 from Newcastle. So I'm kind of taking that in. Okay, well, that's your life, In fact, it's the first time I've actually heard a gay person slagging off another gay person. You with me? Because you know how we could be classed as homophobic or something? Well, this guy, he was proper ripping into this guy because they said this guy was like, not a full gay, he was a pretend gay, and he was actually quite funny, ripping into this other gay guy. It was quite funny, right? I'd never actually heard it before at that level. And yeah, a few other things got spoke about. Anyway, cut a long story short, and just before he went outside to get in a taxi in a drunken state, it would be fair to say, he said, I asked him what he'd done, what his professional job was, because you could tell he was intelligent, yeah? And he said he worked for CPS. Now, me being from Scotland, I'm only used to the procurator fiscal words. So when they said CPS, I went, is that child protection or something? He went, no, he said Crown Prosecution. And I'm like that. Okay. And Roxanne's your friend. Yeah, Roxanne's up getting, sorry, I've mentioned her fucking name. Fuck, rewind that back. Red light's up at the bar getting drinks, and I'm like that. Okay, I says, so have you heard of Humble Dryer? And I went, of course I've heard of Humble Dryer. And I went, well, you're speaking to him, and I'm not joking, yeah. If I had my phone on me, which I don't take my phone out in these kind of occasions, yeah, phones get left at home. His face was like, all of a sudden he was very sober for 5 long pause seconds. His fucking face was like a picture. His chin kind of came onto the table like, eh? And I went, oh, did Roxanne not tell you? I said, just like she never told me you work for Crown Prosecution. And yeah, but this is somebody that goes out drinking with her. As I say, I've nothing against the guy. I've nothing against his sexuality. I'm never going to mention his name. But yeah, her friend, a good friend that she meets on a regular basis, she's actually on TikTok with him in some pictures. Yeah, he works for Crown, and his dream is to become very high in the Crown Prosecution Service. So it was a wee bit of a fucking eye-opener for me. Learning a lot about gay people and how they slag other gay people off is quite funny. then realising what his profession was, I'm thinking, wow, okay. This was about 5 days, 4 days maybe before I done the fucking B1, maybe 5 days before I went, see you later, alligator, and a wild crocodile. That was enough for me. That was enough. I was like, okay, I'm fucking off ski. I'm gone. But yeah, so again, all like she's in it for something. She's in it to get people proper set up, and I think she's jumped to that other side now, on the grounds of trying to get one of them proper set up. You with me? And I just want to say good luck to her. It's fuck all to do with me. They've had their warning. Be very, very fucking careful. And if she does set any users up, it's fuck all to do with any of us. We're hands clean of that, yeah.
It's not to do with me. I've only met her, John, right, just on here, off the off chance, right? She's paraded around to be someone that was quite intelligent. But like you're saying there, if she's gone into that side to try and do a bit of digging, well, you're gonna do it the wrong way, love. Right? You really are. And to be honest, Patchy, mucky bum, right? She's gonna be your downfall. I really have. And I said it with the pig in the shed. They'll be your downfall. Right? Do it like the way Humble's doing it. Just come and say it how it is. Just do it how it is. Don't sit there and string people along. At the end of the day, she's gonna be a downfall for her own mental health, her own well-being. And like I said, show me proof where Humble or me have got you done it. Why the fuck would I want to get you done it? Realistically, I've got better things to do. I'd rather go and knit. But like on the gay side, I used to love the gay bars in Carlisle. I thought they were great. It's a good laugh. There's only one in Carlisle that used to stay open at night. It doesn't mean that I'm gay. What's because I go to a gay bar? I'm what? But you took him in there. You gave him the tongue. You paraded around. You wanted to put them out there onto social media to make other people jealous. I.e. Donna, you're all fixated with Donna, but let's get something right. You had to go toe to toe on here with Donna. She'll rip your ear in. She really would, right? I don't care about the pig. I don't care about you. It's just you need to be relevant, mentioning us for us to talk back to you. Now, I don't really know much about the top lads in the Northeast. John does. I don't. But I don't care. Don't come out and try and call me a deviant because I'll just shine you, clean up, right? I sent your kids money so your kids could eat, right? You say that you paraded John like, I helped him, I've done this, I've done that, right? No, right? What I've got in my personal life has got nothing to do with YouTube, nothing to do with you. It's the same with John. Your personal life, you don't bring onto it, right? But these all feel like they need to be relevant, but they're not. They're just silly schoolgirls, as you would say. Oh, I've got this and you've got that. Well, no, right? Go and look after the people. Like you, pig. Go and look after your husband. You, hey, red light. Go and look after your loved ones, right? Be the mother that I think that you could be, right? Could be. But don't bring it onto YouTube where the full community can see what you like. Because now, no one believe you because what you put a few messages out there. Well, let's get something right. This man here and Birdshire taught me two very good things when I went at him and when I went at Birdshire. Always have a little something in the pipeline for when people like you start running your mouth and putting false narratives out there. And you, hey pig, listen to this, and this one's for you, right? You use her like you use every single other person on this platform because you've got a hatred towards John. Simple as that's how it is. You just don't care about no one apart from yourselves, and you will want to get back at the likes of us, right? The ones that backed you up, right? And I did back you up, pig. I backed you up, right? And you all thought I was going to be the spokesperson for this gang. Right? No, I'm just an individual from Carlisle that's very good at this fucking YouTube game. Very fucking good. Remember Rackpool once said, John, the only two titans on this YouTube are Cumbrian Truth and Humble fucking Dryer.
Yeah, but bear in mind, mate, Ratpool's full of shit as well. Saying that, I can listen to Ratpool a wee bit more than I can listen to JDP, and I can listen to JDP for about fucking 0.2 nanoseconds. He looks like a hamster needing a shit.
No, chicken nuggets.
He's like just got that look where he's like a wee hamster trying to shit or something. I just can't listen to the boy. And I mean, he's trying to make content there, but his fucking content's shite. It's always been shite, and that's just my opinion. Ratpool I can listen to now and again if I've got spare time. If I'm maybe sitting having a shit myself, I'll maybe listen to Ratpool. But again, that's maybe just a sharp treatment. I'm offski. But yeah, I see who's come back out onto the dark corner. I see Danny Christie is going after, is it PNE, how they call him? Is it Portland? He's doing quite big numbers in Facebook. I've got a couple of channels there, Travelling Banter, no JDP, it's Travelling Banter, The Shed Bible. There's a few favourites out there in Facebook. That's again, I've been spending a bit of my time on Facebook because it's different followers out there.
Yeah,
they're also getting to learn about this shit. Yeah. So again, if somebody's taking a story onto Facebook, telling a different story as to what you put on YouTube, well, I'm sorry, not on my watch or not. If you fucking kept me out your conversation, you could have done all you wanted, but unfortunately, you're listen. And she's not that clever. You know what she does? Like if she puts out a big spiel. You know how you're given the option now to put a professional link to it? You with me? So you can write a big couple of paragraphs and you can hit the professional button on it and it'll turn it out as if you're a professional writer. That's what she does with her spiel she puts out there, the majority of them. And I'm thinking, wow, so you actually have to hit the professional button to make yourself look intelligent. You know better just being you, thick as fuck, and just been putting out there because people, if your story's right, people will buy it. If it's wrong, people will smell bullshit.
There's a question I do want to ask you, though, John, if you don't mind. I've watched you, how long? 6 years? Or maybe a bit less. I want to ask you, from when you first met Danny to when you first met Paul Venice, what do you think, and how proud of you of how they've stepped up in life and moved this dark corner away and get away from all the BS and all the trouble? From a professional point, with the man that you've known these two lads for a very long time. From your point of view, how proud are you with them, if that makes any sense?
Doesn't stop me slagging him off, mate. I mean, look at the chin Paul Venice has got. If that's not a fucking chin to be proud of, I don't know what it is. And it's the same with Danny Crispy. You with me? I'll slag them with it. But again, I'm proud of them because they're two guys out there, and that's just them themselves, yeah, who's actually are quite happy to see other people doing well in life. And again, that's what I like. I love seeing people doing well. I absolutely thrive on people doing well. And I think if you thrive on other people doing well, you'll do okay yourself. I don't want to live out within my means anymore in life. I just like simple things nowadays. It's fucking much easier, less problems, and that's it. That's the way I like it. I can go out a walk whenever I want, just have a fucking easy, lazy day if I want, get up when I want, eat what I want, and that's the way forward. I've had all the nice cars and all that shit. I've had all that lifestyle. And it just creates bigger problems. I enjoy the most simplest things in life now. To see Danny and Paul Venice and that actually doing well for themselves and putting good content out there. Yeah, it's a wee bit slow away for the drama. The numbers don't do the same. But if you can create drama, even if it's fake shit or no, it doesn't matter. If you can make money off that, yeah, where you don't need to actually go and graft. If you can make money off social media and just go on and create a bit of harmless drama, you're doing well in life. I think everybody. I think if you slip and fall off the wagon and you end up fucking back down, just getting peeved out your head every weekend and I think that comes out and shows, with the negative bit on you. You with me? Where you can watch people. Yeah. People will sit there and thrive and watch people on their downfall. People go off in that, And I think it's sad if you're thriving on people's downfall, you're not very happy in life. If you're thriving in people's downfall, you can't be happy with yourself. That's the way I see it. So yeah, it's good to see everybody getting on, and I enjoy it. I enjoy seeing it. You know, it's like people monetizing their channel, making money off it, and I enjoy it. You know, best of luck to them.
If you could couple of big ups in your chat, John, if you don't mind, just do a couple of decent channels out there, like K-Level, Disclose, yeah. There is some good decent channels on this Dark Corner, and you know what? I am proud of them all.
Hello, Kate. Disclosure TV, doing God's work here. God's plan. Yeah. There's another guy, what do you call him? Ian Stungun. Fucking hell, he's a funny lad. Ian Stungun's funny lad. Ian Stungun, his channel's called, isn't it? He's funny. His reviews are brilliant. I can laugh at him. I think the boy's he was addicted to drugs and that, you know, and got himself sorted out after spending quite a long time in the jail. But yeah, he's a good lad. I like his content. I can listen to him. You know, there's a few good channels out there that's doing all right. They do all right in numbers as well. Again, it's like, if you create more drama, the more numbers you get. But you have to learn there's a fine line between drama than saying there's a guy touched you up when you were 3-year-old. That's no drama. That's fucking malicious. That's dangerous.
But you've got to think what goes through people's heads with that. When people say this on
review, he's a child abuser, and that's his banter. That's about all where his IQ will take him. And there's something no right about him, how he just thrives on, you know, little boys' penises and stuff. It's no right. We can all have a laugh and joke about it, but it's every fucking week with him. You know,
John's Willie and then John's Nickel, and I'm thinking, what's going on?
Hey, listen, it's not that big a thing to be putting out there, so you'll no need that big a screen for it, right? But if you want to put it in TikTok and all that, where children are, that's fine. Go on. It's actually saying more for yourself. I could give a fuck. But if you've got to send it to people who don't want it, or sending it to people, like, let's say you have red light, let's say you have sent that to people, yeah? And I know you have. I know somebody's reported you to the cops, and the other one's considering it. So I know you have done that, and you're sitting in an RVI there making up fucking false account, making false allegations again, and putting different stories to different people. We know you're doing that, you know. You have to decide, whoa. You deserve it, yeah. Because I believe that you had the same problem. You said a guy sent pictures of you, is that right, with a certain plug in your butt to friends. Did you not get that guy reprimanded, jailed, or something along those lines? I can't remember. So you have to be, what's good for the goose is good for the fucking gander here. If you're sending my penis to other people and videos to other people who don't want it, I can't say don't go to the police about it. Do not do that.
Yeah,
you should ask their fucking permission before you done things. Anyway, I'm going to round it off tonight, Ash, because that's what time, mate. That's fucking 10 to 11.
Yeah, it's been a emotional job.
Again, I'm not going to highlight her too much because, again, she can sit and think about that tonight. But if that's her behaviour, yeah, if that's what she's got to lie about people, if that's what she's got to do to people, everybody should be fucking wary. She's had innocent people targeted that I've learnt over the last couple of days. She's had allegedly windows put in and nonced in it. Another innocent guy off, which I've spoke about tonight. Nonced him because she couldn't get her own way, excuse me. So, yeah, that is what it is. Again, if that other lot want to have her in bed, that's fine. Don't say you fucking weren't warned. Do not say, and whatever you decide on, we have nothing to do with this side, for sure.
You having a shit?
So everybody in the chat, I just want to big up everybody in the chat, guys. Ash will probably be going live now, so you can all jump over to his channel if you want.
Yeah, I'm going to dream fingers.
So
sure.
Ash likes again nightclub. Sure. So any use takers there going into needing a partner for the night, he's straight, but he doesn't mind sitting and having a laugh if he's, as long as the drink is flowing. MTK Don bigging you up, saying Ash talking like a true champ. There you go,
Always
Ash. We're
do.
giving you that title back now.
My name's Cumbun, by the way, if you don't know on a professional level.
The People's Champ. MTK Don is giving you the People's Champ back, mate. So, and thanks Kay and all these other people in my chat tonight. It's been a long time.
In fact, I'm going to jump over to Boss Bitches, John. If you put the link in the chat, someone to Boss Bitches, I'm going to jump over there and have a little crack over there. Good job.
Well, Ash, what to do is jump out if you want to put the link in the chat yourself, because all my chat's saying tell him to fucking get his own link out.
Are you blocked?
Cheeky bastard.
Right, guys. Lovies and leavies. Thank you, Disclosure TV, Mandy Jameson, Sharon, the lovely Sharon. I see your dog's got out. I hope it's okay. Kay, nice to see you over. Lovely Ice Queen. I hope you're well, pal. You know what I'm talking about. Tell the big fella I'm asking from. Mandy Jameson, thank you for coming on the live, pal. Official Humble Dryer, good live, well done, thank you. The original Ginger Story. Hey up, the Ginger Stories. Good one. Big Kev the Cabs, he's in the chat there. Helen, hello Helen. I hope you've had a good weekend, pal. Strawberry Fields, thank you for joining. I'm just giving everybody a wee right away. Kate, Sharon. The dog's alright, Sharon, yeah, good stuff. Who left Sharon's fucking gate open? Right, okay, I think that's for everybody. Oh, Mr. Supplements, fucking hell, mate. I like this guy's crack. We've had good crack in just in the comment section. Mr. Supplement, Mr. Supplement UK. Come dine with me, come dine, let's fly away. What's I got to say, Mr. Supplement? So listen, beware of the red light out there, you know, a wee bit older than myself, you know, better watch, mate, she'll bang your inbox as quick as fucking you can say, Jack in the box. But no, all kidding aside, guys. Go and do your worst, Roxanne. Hey, good night, Kev the Cabs. Watch, mate, you'll be another 28 grand down. I'm just telling you, yeah? Good night, everybody. Adios, amigos. And a wild crocodile. And Yvonne, thank you, Yvonne, for coming on too. Thank you very much, pal.